Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Real Talk Loud on and D Love. And I come today to talk story to you and with you. And I do have some guests coming on with me in just a moment. So we're going to wait for them to come on. And I just listen. I hope all is well with you. I hope that you're doing good. I know you missed me last week, but I just had to take a break. We had some things going on in our family. And it wasn't for social media, so I had to take a little time for myself and to regroup. How you doing, Roy? Hi. And so now I'm coming to you, and I just want you to know that we're gonna have some conversations tonight. We're gonna talk about whatever. Y'all know when I talk story, I just bounce around from here to there to everywhere, and hopefully my guests will come on and join me in talking story. But before I get started, let me just say this. Something was brought to my attention. Apparently, someone was offended by something I've done in my past. Understand this. I am very transparent. I tell everybody that I have issues I had issues as far as forgiveness and all that stuff. So it takes me a while. My flesh, just like your flesh, is weak. I don't point my fingers at anybody, but I know, of course, people are going to still point their fingers at me. People are going to see what they see, and they're going to like what they like and dislike what they dislike. And that's okay by me. I know that I cannot please everyone, and I'm not trying to please everyone. However, I do try to treat everyone with courtesy. I try to respect everyone. I listen to your side, and I'm not going to rebuke your side. I'm not going to rebuttal because you have a right to the way that you feel, and I'm going to allow you to feel that way, and I have a right to the way that I feel and to the way that I express myself. I want you to know that in my past, I did express myself in different manners. You may not agree with it, and that's fine. I understand completely. But when you get emotional, and we all get emotional, we do things in a manner that maybe there could have been a better way. There could have been a better way. Absolutely. But I chose the way that was best for me. And so I have to accept that, because if I told you before, love don't do anything that love regret. Everything that I do, I learn from it. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. I don't regret anything that I do. It's a lesson learned from that. Either it's a lesson that I'm not going to do it again, or I'm going to try not to do it again, or it's a lesson that I'm going to be fine with it. So please understand, if you're offended by anything I do, don't be, because if I didn't do it to you, that should be where we at. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't do it to you, that should be where we at. Don't judge me on partial observance, because you don't know the story. If you don't know the entire story, don't judge me. Because if you're not judging those people that try to drag my name through these streets, that lied on my skills, that lied on my job performance, then you don't know what they did. Don't judge me on how I reacted. But if you do, trust me, I understand, and it's okay. It's okay, because God has me. God has me, and I'm going to be okay. Regardless, I'm going to be okay. A lot of people should know me by now, should know that there's not anything that I regret. I've done some stuff in my life, but there's nothing I regret. And I do not regret standing firm on my business. I do not regret that. I don't regret, telling how I feel. I express myself. That's my way of getting this stuff up off of me, because I know I'm the type of person that can hold in stuff for a long time. So I get it up off of me. Okay, so I don't regret that either. But one thing I'm going to say, and a lot of people knew to do this, if I say something about my family member, okay, I don't care if I put it on social media or not. I'm talking about my family member. And when I'm talking about my family member, understand that family is going to fight. Families going to have disagreement, but the bottom line is we still family, and there is still love up in there. Okay? So I don't care what it is that I say about my family member and what they may say about me. There's still love there. And that's just something that we have to get over. So please don't take anything personal that goes on in my family for yourself, because it really and truly has nothing to do with you. I mean, that's the bottom line. I've been wondering, I've been sitting here for a minute trying to make this thing make sense to me, that someone got offended about something that I said about my family member, and it just ain't making sense to me. Or should I say, it's not making sense to me, because I said something about my family member. That's my family member, somebody who I love and someone who I cherish, and we had our moment. Our moment is over, okay, and the love is still there. Okay, so if you got offended on something I said about my family member, I don't know what you want me to say. I really don't. And this is what I have to ponder on some things sometimes. I when people talk to me, I listen and I go back, and I meditate on what was being said, and I just can't find out how you get offended for something I said about my family member. I can't understand it, okay? Because that's my people. Those are my people. My people. And even when you're still offended and upset, me and my people still hugging and kissing, loving on each other, okay? That's why you should not ever get involved in people's family disputes. I don't care if it's on social media. I don't care if it's in the downtown in the middle of the street. Stay out of family business. And most people that know me knew to do that. And if you didn't know to do that, that just means you didn't get the opportunity to know me. You didn't take the chance to know me. You took one side and you ran with it. And I can't. I tried to make it make sense, but I really can't. And so if you were offended, please know that it wasn't towards you. I named who I named, and that's all. That's what I meant, and that's who I referred it to. And just so y'all will know, me and my family are fine, okay? But one thing I won't do, is alter myself because I want to vote or something like that. Or I won't alter love. Love is always going to be love, okay? Now, I'm waiting on my guests to come. They may come, they may not. But I have ran for election 2 times, and I'm running 1 time more, okay? But I will not bend. I will not beg. I will not change who I am for a vote. Because if I can do that for a vote, you can't trust me to make the right decisions for the community. So I'm going to stand firm on business, okay? And I'm not going to sit here because you didn't agree with something that I said about my family member. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I would have done anything differently, because that probably would be a lie, and I'm not going to lie to you. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because I love my family. I love my family. And like I say, family fight, whether we're a blood family or we're family through just our relationship, from our friendship, families fight. And mine just had a big old fight a few years ago, but we fine now. So if you're still holding on to that fight with my family, you might need to check something within you, because that's between me and mine. I tried. It took me a couple of days. I thought about it, and I tried to get the right approach, but I couldn't understand, because I'm like, I would never, ever get into somebody's family business that much. Okay? So if you are offended, if I offended any of you because me and my family had a falling out, I pray that God heals you. Okay. I pray that God show you his real daughter. I pray that he shows you who I am. I pray that God show you that your emotions will have you doing things that are not of you. I pray that he shows you that everybody, whether they have a title before their name, everybody's flesh is weak. And everybody goes through hurt. Okay, and then I also realize now, I want y'all to realize this, and getting off of me personally, when a person is going through hurt, you don't know what they're fighting. You don't know what they're resisting, because you don't know what their level of fighting back is. You know, my level of fighting back at the time was telling about my situation and talking about what I'm going through. You got some people that actually get out there and put bones and hands on folks. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what a person is coming down from. So you can't judge a person. When a person tell you that they've been hurt, when a person tell you that they're going through some mess, the best thing you can do is pray for that individual. Let me tell you, the best thing you can do is pray for that individual. I have said time and time again that I understood why people walk away from the church, why people walk away from religion. I've said it time and time again, because not only was I was hurt from the church. It was church hurt. I was a minister in the church. I basically got put out of my church that I had been a part of since I was a baby, a newborn. So when you don't know what the situation is, how can you judge an individual? You don't know how deep that hurt was cutting me, you know, and you judged me based on that. And it's okay. It has to be okay. It has to be okay with me that people are going to judge me that harshly. I'm fine because I put myself out here in the public's eye. So I'm okay with how harshly you judge me. I'm okay with that's why I had no problem listening. I want to hear your opinion of me, because I'm going to tell you something. The Bible said, judge not, unless you also be judging. It says that we'll be judging the same measure, right? So, but we need to know that as Christians, as followers of Christ, we're supposed to be judged on our reputation, as far as our representation of how we represent Christ. So I need to know when I'm not being a good representation of Christ. That's why I don't mind listening to people tell me how they feel about me or how they disagree with me, you know. But when you tell me it's something dealing with my family, that's something you have to get over. Because God knows it took me almost 4 whole years, well, over 3 years, let's put it that way, to get over it. And I'm over it. And I'm loving my family. And I don't get upset when I think about it anymore. Do I hurt sometimes? Absolutely. But I don't get upset. And that's why I know that God has pulled me through that storm. Okay? And so when people bring it up to me, what happened, I want you to understand that's hurtful. That's a hurtful part of my life. Please stop talking to me about it. Please let it go, because I've let it go. And I'm asking you to let it go and stop trying to judge me on my weakest point, at my weakest point, where I had to be strong. Stop judging me on the fact that somebody turned on me and I responded. Okay, my reactions to an action. Stop judging me. And if you judge me, it's fine. Just stop talking to me about it. Just stop talking to me about it. That's what I need. Because I'm moving on. And if you can't move on from it, so may it be. But I'm moving on, and that's the whole thing, people. We have to move on from situations. People would want to keep you there. And see, it wasn't when I realized, and when I went into prayer about this thing, right? Because I listen very well. I listen to you quote scriptures at me, and then you're saying something that's contradictory. And it's okay. It's okay, because I'm not going to go back and forth with you. Because I had to learn how to keep myself at a pleasantry. As a pleasant person, I had to know how to be tamed. I had to learn that, okay? So I don't go back and forth. I listen, okay? And so what we have to do is stop dragging stuff out. That's what we have to do. You see, a lot of people got caught up in what happened, that situation in 2020. And not only did you get caught up, you turned against me. You stopped talking to me as if I'd done something to you, because you listened to the lies. And instead of coming to me and saying, love, what happened, like some of the preachers did, so a couple of them did come to me and ask me what happened, and they understood better. But some of you didn't. Some of you went on with the lies that were being told in the street, and you stopped talking to me. You started looking at me like I had a problem. Yeah, like I was, just the worst of the worst. And guess what I did? I let you do it. I didn't talk about you. I didn't call, I didn't act like you were the worst. I just let you go with what you go, because if you are a follower, you just a doggone follower, and you wouldn't understand standing your ground, standing on business. And that's what I've always been about. I didn't just join the military and become an NCO and didn't have a backbone. I was one of the baddest female NCOs that the United States Army had ever seen, and I was one of the baddest deputy sheriffs that the city of the state of Georgia ever seen, or the city of Chesapeake ever seen. I know I was all together. I was all together. I really was, and I can tell you that. Okay, because they knew that I could protect myself. They knew that I could talk my way out of certain things, and I could get those inmates to respect me. When I walked inside that pod, they knew to be quiet. They knew to be quiet, because I didn't like noise, and I made it known. See, so the thing is, I always set my standards. And never, ever was I a boot kisser. Never, ever was I one that was going to let you just tell me anything and I was going to go with it. And I noticed that, a lot of that was going on when I moved back home to Portsmouth. A lot of that was going on. People was just going with the flow, and people were just telling them what to do and all that stuff. And that's fine when they weren't doing it to me. But I'm not that person. And it's, I'd rather you respect me and knowing that she's not a person that you can push over than you to disrespect me knowing that I have no kind of backbone. I'd rather you not like me because I'm strong, or you like me because I follow you around like a little puppy. I don't want that. And I think that we're getting it backwards. We're supposed to want strong leaders. We're supposed to want people that's going to stand up for us. Because if you can't stand up for people, how can you stand there and say you're going to fight for them? If you can't stand up for yourself, how are you going to stand up for someone else? Okay? And now, and for those of you who are coming on, and I just want you to know, this is because this was brought to me. I was out trying to get some signatures to get on the ballot, and someone tells me how about something I did or something I said about one of my relatives, about my kinfolk. And I tried to understand, and I tried to, put it in perspective and whatnot, but I can't. I can't. I just can't, because you may not have liked what I said, but I wasn't referring it to you. It really had nothing to do with you. It's social media, so you can hear it. I put it on social media because I had nothing to hide, but it wasn't directed to you. So if you got offended, I pray that God removes that from you. That's all I can do, because I can't say that if somebody get me hot again, that I won't come back up here to act the fool again. I can't. I would hope that I wouldn't, but I know me, and I'm just gonna. I only can be honest. I only can be honest, and so I don't know where my people at. I know. Let me see if I can get them up here, but I just wanted, and that's the only accountability that I can give for that. You don't know my story. You don't know what entailed in that story. Okay, so let that story go. Let's let it go. Hey, sis, what's going
What's
on?
going on, bootlicker trustee?
Hey, you silly. I was trying to wait on somebody else to come on too. I don't know where she at. She asking was we going live. So I'm waiting on her. Let me see.
Yeah, I
Um
got look at that. I got dreads popping up, trying to embarrass me up here.
I hey, I was gonna get my hair dreaded, but somebody told me, no, your hair's so pretty. I got that good stuff, and they was like, don't dread your hair, don't dread your hair. But I think that my dreads will be real pretty if I get it. But I was talking about,
I gotta get these grays covered up. I gotta pop that Beijing up in that jank for the week out.
oh girl, I'm a age gracefully. Trust and believe.
Nah,
I'm not
I
putting
ain't
all
ready
that
to
stuff
do all
in my
that yet.
no ma'am. I'm aging
Mm-mm.
gracefully.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not putting that in my hair. I'm not
Mm.
getting no Botox. I'm gonna have these crow's feet and all that other stuff. I'm gonna age gracefully. But look, I don't know if you caught it. I was just talking about, people still holding on to what I went through in the past and how I responded, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted people to understand you don't know the story. If you knew the story, you wouldn't even comment on it. You don't know
Yeah.
the story.
It's
You
always two
know,
sides to the story. That's why I gotta hear both sides.
it's always two sides to the
Mm-mm.
story, and when you got people out here trying to ruin your
Mm.
name, people that don't even measure up to the things that you've done in life, and they trying to ruin your name and your character.
Mm.
Sometimes you can't hold it in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't hold it in. But the thing is, now that I'm trying to move past that, let everybody else need to move past it. Let's all move past it. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
Let's.
Some people just like to hold on to stuff. That's all.
You know what? I was told because I did share this with somebody, and they said they want nothing but the devil. They
They
said
said devil busy.
it was the enemy trying to get me to act up. You know what I'm saying? But see, the devil has no hold here. That stronghold has been released through prayer, through speaking in tongues, through getting close with God and getting him to get that up off of me.
I
It
don't know.
took a long
I'm
time,
still a work in progress.
but it took a long time, but I'm just talking about for that one situation. It took a long time. And the devil
That's when that
tried.
PTSD will snap in and I forget.
Well,
I don't know
I
which one of my personalities is going to jump out that day.
it happens though. It just happens. Especially nobody knows your background. Nobody
Mm-mm.
knows, what you done been through. How you feel you have to approach things and whatnot. See, people don't understand that everybody's background is different. You know,
Mm-mm.
my background is different. See, I'm used to people treating me, and I'm just gonna say it. I was in the military at the age 17. So I'm used to people treating me not only like I don't matter, okay, treating me like I don't matter because I'm a black girl.
Mm.
I'm used. That's what we get. See, people don't talk about this in the military, but it's a lot of prejudice and racism in the military. A lot. And I was facing it. And I know people before me were facing it too, but I can only talk about me. Okay. So I
Mm.
had to get it together. How you gonna handle this type of behavior towards you? And from age 17, I already had told myself, not I, Lord. You're not going to do me like this,
I'm still a
because
work in progress. I'm
I
like
can
a
go
brick wall. You can run into it like Hattie said, you can run into it if you want to.
Well, many people are still a work in progress. You catch anybody off guard at the wrong time, you're going to get it.
Yeah, it's like
You
getting
got,
popped in the eye. If somebody pop you in your eye, you coming back with a
yeah,
vengeance. I'm just
yeah.
saying.
The turning the other cheek, I can tell y'all right now, the turning the other cheek is not really going to work in most cases. You know what I'm saying? That's something we're going to have to go back and repent on. So if you catch somebody at the wrong time, most of the time, they're gonna come back at
You know that
you. You
song,
know,
try Jesus, not me,
yeah.
because
But
I throw
you know, I mean,
hands.
don't get me wrong though, because I do let certain things go. A lot of times when I should be fussing or I should be going off, I don't.
Hmm.
And a lot
You're
of
the
times when I
type of
should
person
be
you got to
going
watch out for then.
off, I mean, I'm just saying, a
I'm
lot of
just saying, them
times
people like
I
that,
don't.
you got to be very careful tiptoeing around because they're the ones you really got to be careful of.
Well, you know, somebody told me today when I was talking to them about the situation, they was like, for somebody to say that to you, they don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
why
don't
people be
know
saying,
you. And I try to get people to know who I am. That's why I share so much about myself, because I want you to know me. I want you to know how much I've been through. I want you to know the change in my life. I want you to know that at one time I didn't let anything go. You know what I'm saying? At one time, I want you to know how far God has brought me. So for me to get on a social media and just make a post about my hurt, that's good for me.
mm,
That's good for me. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So, you know, I try to think about what was being said and come up with the best response. And now I gave you my best. I gave you my best response. You
mm,
know, what I said was for who I said it for. It wasn't for anybody else. It was to inform people of certain things. But if you took it to heart, I pray that God removes that from you.
mm,
Best that I can do.
mm.
Because, like I say, I can't tell you I will get up here and have done it. And you look just like me, actually. I couldn't say that God, I would have done any different. Now, let me change. Let me change right quick, and let's talk about all these. Let's talk about all these people out here. And no, don't get mad at me, y'all. Don't get mad at me. But let me talk about all these adulterous relationships. There's a lot of adulterous relationships going on. A lot of adulterous relationships going on that I don't appreciate y'all trying to pull me into adulterous relationship. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. I'm telling y'all right now, stop messing with me. Just because I ain't married don't mean I want somebody's husband. That come on, y'all leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be good. And you keep trying to pull me in your little adulterous relationships. Now, so what
Well,
happens when your wife jump on me?
sometimes the man
Huh?
don't want to give
Huh?
us so easy.
Say
I
again?
said sometimes them adulterous husbands don't want to give up so easily.
They don't want to give up, but I mean, you chose your wife.
That's right.
You chose who you wanted,
Hmm.
right? So why you in my face?
I think a lot of them still want to know if they still got it. Besides their
So do
wife
your wife
wanting
tell
them,
her put on the
I think they kind of want to know if they still got it, if they can still get it, get another one, if they can still pull, they still got that pull on them.
tell your wife to go and role play with you.
That's what I was
Cause
thinking.
I
You
don't have
said it, and I thought
time.
it. I was thinking, well, why don't y'all meet up at a bar somewhere and pretend to just meet each
I
other?
don't have time to play with you. Let me tell you that right now. I don't have time to play with you. And I ain't no home wrecker. I don't get nothing out of that type of relationship. Because when I say I want to do something, I want to do it, and then you don't want me upset. You don't want me
He got to
upset
come up with
because
some excuse for his wife. Why did she just sneak out or her? She got to sneak, you know what I'm saying? Come up with some kind of. Who want to live like that?
I don't know. Because when I'm miserable, you're gonna be miserable too. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You gonna be miserable too, because I'm gonna be petty. So y'all don't want that. Why? Y'all don't want that.
See,
Okay.
I'm glad
And
I got
so
what I got because I'm telling you right now, he know better. He know I'm crazy. When they say P-Town kicks in, baby, P-Town, you best believe kicks in. I
girl, that
want
man
y'all
don't care
to
nothing about you being
know.
crazy. I done told you
I
before,
want
either
y'all
he
to
just
know.
be
Don't try no
faithful
adulterous thing with
or
my
he's
man, because
not
I'm telling
gonna
you
be
right
faithful.
now, you see
Either
how
he's
big
gonna
this
be
brick wall is.
faithful
You're going to run up
or
into it
he's
and you're
not
going to
gonna
get
be
hurt up.
faithful. That man ain't worried about whether you crazy or not. He either gonna be faithful or he's
Oh,
not
he
gonna be
going
faithful.
to be
You
faithful
can
because he know.
you
And
can be
part of me being crazy is part of the reason he going to be faithful
no
too.
ma'am.
What do
No man,
you
you
say?
talking like you talking that you that said to me that's not as crazy as a pedophile. People thinking, oh, he ain't gonna mess, they ain't gonna mess with my child because they know I'm crazy. No, a pedophile don't
Oh, no,
care.
people don't mess with
A,
my children because I
a,
make sure I keep watch on my
a,
children.
a cheater don't care. Yeah, you keep watching a child, but let something slip. A pedophile gonna slip in there. He don't care that you crazy. He don't care that you gonna
He'll,
do
he'll,
something
he'll,
to him.
he'll
I,
care that I'm crazy after I slice and dice his hind parts. I'm telling you.
I'm trying to tell you, they don't care.
I
They
know.
do not
I got you.
care. It's a mental thing. Okay. And so I don't care what you gonna do to them. If they can get what they want at that time, they gonna get what they want at that time. That's why you have to keep watching
And
your kids.
the
That's why.
majority of them, when they get up in jail, they get what's coming to them then too.
Sometimes, and sometimes they don't.
Mm,
Sometimes they do not. Sometimes they put them in their wings with the same type people to keep them safe,
mm,
and they don't get nothing. I'm telling you, they don't. But what I'm saying is, my analogy is to say that your husband ain't gonna cheat or your wife ain't gonna cheat because they know you're crazy. It's crazy.
let me tell you
It's
something.
crazy. It's
As you
crazy.
say, if you cheating, we cheating. Bye bye.
You don't. Well, hold up. Don't try to use my term
If
that I used a
if
long time ago.
you
I don't do
cheating,
that anymore.
we cheating.
I don't do that anymore. That was a long time ago. That's don't be trying to use my stuff here. But I'm just saying, if if I
Be
was
honest
married,
with you, I don't think nobody should be wanting to cheat because it's some stuff out there now you just can't get rid of. You can't protect yourself from it, even if you're using protection. I mean, I'm just saying you don't know
that would be
what you're getting into,
herpes.
huh?
That would be herpes for one. That would be herpes. All these people walking around here talking about herpes this, herpes that,
Mm-hmm.
herpes this. Herpes is so easy to touch because it's skin to, I mean, to catch because it's skin to skin contact,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the thing is, like you said, there's so much out here that you can catch and can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, in order to find out if you're catching it, you got to get tested because you might have already caught it and you might be the one spreading it. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't want your man because you might already have it and be the one spreading it. And then it come to me. And what I'm going to say? Your husband gave me something. I
Or
had
she
no
be like, "Well,
business
I
touching
know because I gave it to him."
it. I gave it to both of y'all. You had no business touching my
I,
husband. And
I
then I'm
want
just
if he cheating, I want to make sure he bringing something or taking something with him. I know he got it because I gave it to
saying,
him.
yeah. And I'm telling y'all, let me just give y'all a public service announcement. Do yourself a favor and go in there and get checked.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them for it personally. Ask them for that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to know that you have, ask them for that. They're not taking your blood and testing you for everything. You have to ask them.
Yeah.
You have to ask them. And so go get checked to make sure that you are not the one disseminating this stuff amongst folks. Let's do that. And some of y'all don't even care. You know you
Some of
got
them don't
things wrong.
care. Some of them want. They want that. They want
Well,
that. They want to get pass it around
yeah,
like a joint.
some of them don't care. They don't want to get diagnosed. They don't want to know that they got something going on. They know something going on down there. They won't even go get checked.
If it stink, wash it.
It might not.
if
It might
it's
not.
discharging,
I don't know.
might want to get that checked.
I don't know if herpes stink or not, but I
I
know
don't
one
know
thing.
either, but I'm just saying, if it ain't right, you know your body. If it's something off, you might want to go get that checked. That's all we saying.
If you got some little bumps down there, go get checked. I mean, just go get checked. That's all.
I,
Because I'm just saying, we don't take care of ourselves, and I mean, they have medication
mm,
to help you with it. But the thing is, and it's not just herpes, it's that hepatitis too. You can catch that, and you can't get rid of that one strand. I'm not sure. I think it's B. I believe it's
mm,
B. I think it's B. And that can work on your kidneys and all that stuff, right?
mm.
And so you got to protect yourself, and the first way of protecting yourself is watching who you lay down with, and you don't want to be laying down with somebody's husband or somebody's wife, because understand this:
And
when
even if
you
you're
get,
in a monogamous relationship, you still want, or you think you are, you still want to be checked. You still want to, you know what I
you
mean?
do, you
You
do.
just
Because you
be
don't know
safe.
what you bring to the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You might already have something and you bring it into the relationship. And then just think, you have couples. They're married, they know what they got. They got it between, so they're gonna keep it between each other.
Because
You coming
way
in,
back when, excuse me, before people would get married, then they go get blood tests and stuff work done. That
they used to test to make sure your kids won't be mental.
mm,
Make sure your blood, that's how they
but I
do in
knew some of
Africa.
them used to check to make sure it was no sexual, if they were fresh for each other or so, make sure they had no STDs and stuff like
I
that,
don't know
or
about all that.
going
I
into
know
a
they used
relationship like that. I mean, if they don't have, they should have it. As for our generation that's coming up, those ones that's kind of that's clean and haven't been out there yet, or our virtuous ones. You might want to go on make sure your partner going. Y'all do some checkups.
I don't have a problem with doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with doing that, and whatnot. But see, it's still an issue of, are you just going to be with your spouse, or are you going to step out? Because you could go through the motions of doing that, and then somebody step out, and then what? Boom.
Y'all got a whole circle of passing it back and forth to each and
Mm-hmm.
around to each other.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, y'all let these people have their spouse and stop messing around with their spouse.
Mm-hmm.
Leave these people, men and women, alone. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong though, because some of them really be tempting. But take your time. Don't rush into stuff. Take your time and think about what you're getting into, and ask yourself, is this really worth it? You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's my advice to other people. Me personally, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time, because I'm gonna guarantee you there's eventually something I'm not gonna like about you. There, there's gonna be something. I know me. There's gonna be something that's gonna turn me completely off. Something that's gonna turn me completely off. So I don't rush into nothing. I really don't. That's just me. And when I think about messing with somebody's
Because I
spouse,
feel like the man, I don't really, man or woman, gonna feel like they're gonna leave their spouse. I just don't see, especially if they have so many years into. I just don't see them doing it.
let me tell you something. I've said that before. I said that before. Now, don't get me wrong. Most of the times, I'm 9 times out of 10. No, they're not gonna leave their spouse. But hunter, there was one. There was one,
Mm.
and I'm like this, and I'm just gonna be honest. Don't you ever, 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 ever Leave your spouse for me. Because in my mind, you are an adulterer. I am not.
Because you already know in your mind, see, you already had the games thinking, if you did it to her, you
Yes.
going to do it to me.
I'm not
And before
getting
that
ready to
happens, it's a
change.
negative no. Stay on your side of the gate.
I'm not changing places with her. Don't you ever leave your spouse with me because you're going to be a single man. I'm going to tell you that right now. That was me. That was my mentality back in the
See,
day,
that's
you know,
why you need to
when
go ahead and be somebody's second, third wife or so for real, though. You do. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say what, I'm going to just put it on out there because you, first of all, you don't want to spend every day around them. That's number one. Number two, you're not going to be cooking for them every day.
not every day.
And number three, you just want to be you. I mean, so I just think that maybe you should just be somebody's third wife. You're them, all them Africans gonna be inboxing you. Yo, what's up? Hey, I need a third wife. I need a second wife. Come on, hook me up. Don't look at me like you know I'm telling the truth.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay. It's going to take, and it's going to take a man to get me. Get me up in that kitchen, cooking every night, to get me to want to be around him 24/7. He gonna have to be awesome. I'm not talking about looks or body build or something like that. Even though I do like cobras, you know, old man cobra fan too now, cause I'm older. But y'all know what cobras are, right? When the back is wide and the come down. And don't tell me that I got to be a coat bottle to get a cobra because I don't. I know I don't. Okay. See, one thing about a man, he'll help you get to where he wants you to be. See, that's the difference. He don't require you to be there already. He gonna help you. He gonna say, "Come on, boo, let's go to the gym." Boom, 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 boom. And you gonna be like so excited. You gonna go on to that gym. Boom, boom, boom,
I'm
boom.
like, go
And
ahead.
you gonna
You
work
go
out.
ahead. I see you. You get back.
Oh, me? No, I go to the gym with him. I
Not
go to
me.
the gym. And then I come home and fix salads with eggs, with the little boiled eggs inside. And that's what I do. I come home and fix salad with the boiled eggs. But that, and when I say manly man, I'm not talking about somebody that walk around here bossing me, because if you boss me, I'm going to be right on out the door.
Yeah, two
You got
bossy
to
people
know,
can't be together. Y'all are bump heads all day, every day.
you have to know how to talk to me. You have to be able to convince me to do what you want me to do
Hmm.
without telling me what to do. You got to make it sound like a good idea.
Where is
You got to
Missy
be,
at?
I don't know. You got to be
Missy,
real
we
patient.
came up here now. We waiting on you.
Uh, she, look. I don't know where she at. But yeah, you have to be that type of person for me. To, you have to, you just got to be strong. You have to be strong for me. You
But
have
let
to
me ask
be.
you something,
I
sis.
go ahead.
Because you're not getting no younger. Do you see yourself getting married? Like,
First of all,
like
what you mean?
honestly,
Okay, I ain't getting no younger. I ain't getting no
you
younger. Meaning what?
get no younger. Like, do you see yourself getting married? Do you want to be married? I'm just. It's just a question. Do you want to actually settle down and be married, or do you like where you at? You know what I'm saying? Because you too carefree. You know what I'm saying? Like you move a lot. Can you actually see yourself being settled down because you on the go? You know what I'm saying?
I
I I don't know if you can deal with showing up at home at a certain time and each day and looking into the person face. I mean, that's just me because I know that you are on the go person. You are out there person. You know, can you picture yourself being married? Honestly,
Can I picture myself being married, being the main, the main wife?
yeah, yeah, being the one, just one wife.
Can I picture myself being the main wife? Oh God, this would be such a task. it'd be it'd be such a task. Um, um, I I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know because I know me. I get tired.
And see, and that's the thing, like, because what happened with you, you'll start to look at every flaw. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Everything will start to perturb you. You know what I'm saying? Like get on your nerves. But once you take vows, that's it. I mean, you can't just. That's something to think about. I mean, do you see yourself being somebody's main wife?
Well, see, and that is why I see that's probably why I don't have a problem now when I look at when people talk about multiple wives.
Mm-hmm.
I and I don't care what nobody say, I ain't done it or nothing, and I'm not lobbying for it. I just can understand why someone would agree to that from my point of view, meaning
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anybody around me 24/7.
And see, and that's the thing because oh my goodness. The problem is a guy who may have two to three wives, and one wife he gets one thing that he doesn't get from the other. Like he may have a wife that she don't really want to be intimate all the time. You understand what I'm saying? You have a wife that may love to cook, and the other one doesn't. So he's getting, and then he have you. What to be bothered with you want to be bothered to be you want to.
I mean, for real. I have made it no secret that I don't like to cook. I do know how to cook, but I don't like to cook, you know? And so,
And then you already say you don't want to be in nobody's face every day. You might
no.
want to start looking to the polygamous relationships.
But I personally,
Mm,
as long as I can be by myself, I don't even know if I have a problem with that.
I know.
I,
And the way you stay on the go, I mean, I don't think you would. But
I
I do
just,
think that when they start talking about you putting in the pot, there's gonna be a problem.
let's see, I'm going to die by myself. I'm going to die alone.
Oh,
I
we're gonna need you to put your share in this, but we give you a couple of months to get on board with how we do things. But we're gonna need you to start putting in the pot. I don't know if that's gonna work out.
honestly, I can't see, um, I can't
Who was that? That
see,
Missy or Lisa?
that's because I can't see, okay, let me make something perfectly clear, y'all. What I do on my show has nothing to do what I do in my life, as far as me running for election and all that stuff. This is totally separate. This part is entertainment. That part over there is business. Okay, so don't mix the two. Now, what I'm trying to say
Oh yeah, I
is,
be forgetting you have. Yeah, look, we all human, and ain't nobody free of no sin. So it is what it is. They got their life, and they little thing they do. And trust me, behind closed door, they probably got some old freaky stuff going on. So my thing is, don't get it twisted. This is her entertainment side, her show. We have a good time, and that's gonna be that. So if you get anything different out of that, then bump you. I can say it. You can. I say it.
okay, so now
Uh, okay.
back to entertainment. So uh, say what you just said again.
What do you want me to say
What you just asked me again.
about you being the third wife?
Okay, about the third wife
Mhm.
piece. Somebody did ask me to be their third wife,
I do. That's why
and
I'm saying third wife.
I was so against it, so against it because that was not how I was raised, and what, how,
But you start thinking. You start think, hey, baby. But
Oh, okay. Let me back
but
up.
you start thinking though. Think about it.
I
You start
did
thinking
a whole year
that could fit
later.
me because I don't want to be around this person 24/7. I'm not a cook that's gonna be cooking every day. I, you know what I mean? I'm on the go. I'm an on the go person.
And then
Hey,
the
Kai.
bottom line is, hey, look, we can't hear you, Missy.
She said, "Hey, I heard her."
Oh, you hear? Okay. So let me do this. Yeah, I personally, I when a whole year later, I thought about
Mm-hmm.
it, and Mom Dukes even said something about it too,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and she was like, "You might as well have went on with the because you don't want no husband." That's what Mama said.
Mm-hmm.
Missy,
I can't hear her.
I can't hear either.
Tell her to check her audio.
Missy, check and make sure that your audio on. I can see you, but I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Huh? We can't hear. Girl, we can't hear you. Oh my God. So maybe if I take her off and bring her back on.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you off and bring you back on so you can join. Stay there. Change to view. Okay. I'm gonna try to bring her back. So
Okay.
now, um, yeah. So like I said, even mom was like, maybe that would have been good for you.
Mm-hmm.
She, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to do nothing. Hey, can you hear us now? Missy, why we can't hear her?
Is her phone's volume up?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. I heard her.
Hey, girl, was that her?
It was.
What you doing? We heard you.
I don't know. I don't even know how to get on y'all little live right now.
I can
But
see
you
There
know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? I do not know how to get on y'all live for
you
real.
up here.
We can hear you.
We can hear you now. Missy,
I got my phone all the way up. I'm still don't know how to get on y'all live and get in y'all conversation.
you up here.
We hear you.
So,
We hear you.
like,
You you live
you know
with
what?
Missy
This is a messed up live right there. This is a messed up live.
How's it? You don't hear us now? You can't hear us?
I heard you. Okay, hold on. Okay, is it a low camera or something?
We see you.
I heard. Oh, okay. You
We
know
hear
what?
you.
Okay, let me talk. We talk in my ear.
Okay.
Okay, what's going on?
Okay. So we're talking about. She's asking me would I prefer to be a third wife.
Oh, I can't hear. Hold on.
You just went mute.
Y'all better be glad I can't hear y'all right now because both of y'all are be getting really fucked out right now.
I
For
can hear
real.
you.
I am so serious. Both of y'all are really be like really bop bop. You
Can you
and your
hear me?
sister. You and her be bop bop.
We heard
Can you
you.
hear me there? Can you hear me?
I'm a comment.
Uh,
Okay.
Oh,
we can hear you.
We can hear everything you saying.
You said you gonna bop bop.
Girl,
both of y'all.
about Miss
You
White.
and her.
She can
Bop bop.
hear. She can hear. I'm being
Bop
nice
bop.
on my show. I wish you
Hey,
would.
girl.
We gonna be some fighting cousins then.
I'm gonna knock all the rest of them teeth out.
we gonna bop bop each other.
Look,
Look, she going
look,
on.
she keep muting herself. Missy,
I think this sister trying to block me, trying to be funny, y'all.
don't touch nothing else. Stop touching.
I ain't touched nothing.
Missy, you keep turning your mic off. Don't touch nothing.
What?
Don't touch anything. You keep turning your mic off.
It's what?
We can hear you now. Just talk to us. We can see you.
Well, I can't hear y'all.
You talking to me? How you can't hear me?
You say what?
You talking to me? How you can't hear me, Missy?
Who?
How you can't hear me? You talking to me?
You know what?
Like
I do
DJ
not
CC.
appreciate this conversation right now. And I know y'all two sisters and everything, and I'm trying to really enjoy this conversation so I can. Girl, don't be taking your eyeglasses off. What's wrong with you? Don't be crying. I'm trying to get up here. Can't hear nothing.
Hey, mess.
Hey, I'm her cousin.
You my cousin too.
Missy,
Y'all looking all pretty, but I'm coming to the real thing. Hey, yeah.
Missy,
Even though I can't hear.
Missy.
Okay, I can't. I'm putting text right there on y'all last chat. What it say? Comment. Where my comment at?
Comment. So
I can't hear.
the thing is,
Okay.
I can hear you, cuz.
You can.
Love can hear you too.
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
y'all gotta be okay. Go ahead. I can hear a little bit. Well, what y'all talking about?
We're talking about me being a third wife because I don't want really to be.
Okay, she talking about Love being a third wife because Love don't really want to be tied down. Do you think she'd be good at being a third wife?
Well, cause I do not know. Because was you a good first wife? Was you a good first wife, cousin Love?
I would not be a good first wife.
Did you plead the fifth?
No.
Okay.
She said she wouldn't be a good first wife.
Pleading the fifth, cause was you a good wife? Yes or no?
I don't think Missy understands.
What?
I don't think you understand what she's saying.
She talking about a polygamous relationship. If somebody asked her to be his third wife, do you think she would be good at it?
Why would you do that? Why? You never got my ear over here. Why would you content? What in the world? Got my good, got excuse my hair, y'all. Got my ears to the phone, everybody. Why? Tell me again, color.
This will be cool on TikTok, man. I'm telling you, this don't make no sense.
Lisa, tell her, Lisa.
Cause I don't
Look,
understand what you really
okay,
got there.
let me break it down to you.
Right here. What's wrong? I mean,
Okay, cuz
sweat.
here it is. So she had this guy. He got a first wife. He got a second wife. He asked her to be the third wife. I say she would be good being the third wife because first of all, love don't want to be in nobody's face 24/7. Second of all, she's not gonna cook for him every day. And third of all, she just want to do her. So when you say she'd be good for a third wife,
No,
why?
because love is demanding.
That's why she would be good for a third wife because he not
We're
gonna.
not. Because she demanding and she gonna try to overrun the first and the second. As the third.
Now,
Mm,
that's
And she's supposed to
somebody
be
that
sitting
know
as
me.
the third wife, but she gonna try to tell them all.
She know me.
She gonna be all in with what you should do, and you need to do it like this.
Well, that's a good thing because they already know what they're getting. They already know what they're getting.
Well,
Somebody.
okay,
Listen
cool.
to me.
With you right here, little sister. Well, how about you? Would you be good as a third wife?
I'm a first wife and I'm gonna stay that way.
Ain't that? I ain't never been married at all. I
See,
ain't never been married at all. So that's peace with me.
So, look.
And nobody gonna be good at no third
you know how
wife.
they say different strokes for different folks now. See, you already know what you're capable of handling.
Mama said the same thing. Mama said it don't matter what you are.
No, I say no.
Try
Okay,
to tell them what to do.
what else you say, Cook? I'm pinning y'all to me in there. I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but I do want to get on these texts with y'all and invite people on this TikTok or whatever y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? And
You
love
got
as a
1,000
third
followers on
wife.
TikTok.
And
We sure need to move this to TikTok.
yeah. And do y'all got iPhones?
Yes.
No, not me. Uh-uh.
What you?
Shut up, love.
I went back to the Android.
I got one too, cuz.
Okay, because them iPhones, that pissed me off the one I had.
I'm already
You got 1,000 followers on TikTok, because we can take this to TikTok.
Girl, you know how many views you will have with Miss up there. You'll be like, Lord have mercy, girl. And the hair go to the back down.
Do you go live on TikTok?
What?
Can you go live on TikTok?
What?
She said, "Can you go live on TikTok?"
Can I go live on TikTok? Y'all do TikTok? I don't even know. Because I can't even hear on this. That my progressive part.
Oh, you'll hear on TikTok because
she'll
she'll bring you in on TikTok. We'll be able to see and hear each other. You got 1,000 followers on TikTok?
Who?
You.
I gotta know.
Oh, well, then we need to do this on TikTok. You need to go and shut this down and I go in the living room. We'll head to TikTok.
We gonna go to TikTok.
Yeah, we'll head on the TikTok.
Right,
you can go on and shut this show down and we'll
TikTok. All right, let me see. So I have to go So I have to go to TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah. Put it on TikTok because I want to be heard and I want to be because I do not agree with all this y'all stuff y'all saying.
I tell you what, we're gonna hand this back over to the host and let her shut down her show. And
her on TikTok. What is her name on TikTok?
What's your name on TikTok, cuz?
I don't even know if I think I do. I don't know if I have TikTok because I mean looking like that to me in my face, like with your little glasses on, cuz. For real.
You ain't gonna be
looking like that.
To go on TikTok. You don't even know what you
And what's wrong with you, cuz over there laughing?
I ain't been able to go outside and smoke my joint, and I'm really trying to be patient over here.
Well, get out the phone. Y'all go on TikTok and help me. Listen.
Let me tell you something. It's too cold to go out there and smoke a joint.
Y'all send me the stuff to go on TikTok.
We don't talk about that on my show.
Why
Well,
not? It's a
listen.
show.
I'm medically
You have to have
certified.
your
For
self-esteem up there.
anybody that got a problem with it, I am medically
Yeah,
certified to smoke
she
my
does. But this is
weed.
right. She
Okay.
does. She
Okay,
does.
little sister over here with them glasses on with that line around your lip. You need to get it together.
Because
And
I
don't be
got
taking your
daddy baggy
eyeglasses off.
eyes. That's why. Because I got
Hold on. Let me take that.
I got daddy baggy eyes.
Look,
Yeah, I will take this
okay,
girl right off that head right
okay,
now.
Facebook. We need to go on TikTok so we can get a little bit livelier.
All right,
And
we're going
I
on
want to
TikTok.
thank y'all
Okay.
for joining
Look,
me
let me see.
on
Do
Real
I
Talk
have
Live.
TikTok? Y'all go. Okay.
Hold
Just
on,
get off the phone. Just get
we
on.
need to make sure she have 1,000 followers because we can't go live without her now.
I have 1,000?
Okay, let's.
You gotta have 1,000 followers.
Oh, let me see. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Wait, get off. Good. Back. Get off.
Okay, you.
Get off.
Not you
Okay, hold
following
on.
1,000,
Hang
but you gotta have a
up.
1,000 followers.
Girl,
She'd have left.
I don't even know what her TikTok name is.
Since you're gonna have to text her. I'll meet y'all up there.
All right,
Go ahead
thank
and
you
shut
for
your show
joining
down.
Real
It's
Talk.
been fun,
What's the
everybody. It's
name?
been real. This is Big Red
Thank you for joining Real
337.
Talk Loud on that D Love. We'll see you next week.